Hello, good day viewers. Welcome to another mathematics presentation. So in this presentation, I want us to answer question 11. So this is a question coming from statistics, and this was for 2024 for external candidates GCE. So the question reads, the frequency table shows the distribution of marks obtained by 50 learners in a mathematics test. So this is the table right here. So we have marks and the frequency. So we have this range, okay, as you can see. So here is our question A. Calculate the standard deviation. So this question was carrying 6 marks. So to calculate the standard deviation, you can either use the formula method or you can use the table method. So in this case, I'm going to use the table method, okay. Alright, so if you are using the table method, you need to come up with a table which is going to have this you are going to have this column for f, this column for x, this column for fx, this column for fx squared. So the reason why I've come up with these columns because we are calculating for standard deviation. So standard deviation, the formula is we are going to have square root of, then we have summation of fx squared divided by summation of f minus the mean squared. So remember, this is grouped what data. Why? Because we have got class intervals. Okay, we have class intervals. So this is the formula you can use when you are finding the standard deviation for grouped what data. So on your table, you must have the column for f, the column for x, fx, okay, even fx squared. You can see we have this right here. So when you look at the table, this one is x and this one is f. So where there is f, we put 3, 7, 12 up to 2. Okay, so this is what you are going to put right here. You are going to have 3, 7. Alright, so this is what you are going to have up to right here. Okay, up to right here where we have a 2 because the 2 right here is the last value. So after coming up with these values of f, then we must come up with the values of x. So since we have class intervals right here, so the values of x, how do we find them? So since we have the range, here there is 10, there is 20. So you need to add these two, then you find half of the sum. So 10 plus 20 to give us 30. So half of 30, it's a 15. So here we are going to have a 15. Okay, again 20 plus 30, it's 50. Half of 50, okay, you are going to have a what? A 25. So write a 25. So you do the same again, 30 plus 40, just like that. Okay, right. So when we find now the midpoint of each of these class intervals and we fill in the table, this is what you are going to get right here. So you have a 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75. So I hope it's clear. You have understood how I've come up with this. We are adding, okay? 40 plus 50 is 90. Half of 90 it's a 45. That's where I got this 45 from. The same, you add this plus this 110. Half of 110 you get a 55. Okay, so once we have filled in on f and the x, what's next now? Here we have fx, meaning that f times x. So here we have a 3, here we have a 15. So just multiply, okay, where you get 3 times 15. Okay, so what do you get? You get a 45. So here you write a 45. So you do the same. 7 times 25 you write here. 12 times 35 you write here. Okay. Alright, so this is what you are going to get after you multiply. Okay, so here 3 times 15, 45, 7 times 25, 175, 12 times 35, 420, 15 times 45, 675, 8 times 65, 440, 3 times 65, 195, 2 times 75, 150. So make sure you do the same. Okay, now right here we can have we can write summation. Okay, we can have summation. We can find the, we know that when we add, we find the summation of this one, f. So on summation of f, we need to add starting from 3 up to this value 2. So 3 plus 7 plus 12 plus 15 plus 8 plus 3, again plus 2. We find the summation of this. Right, so this will give us a 50. Okay, this will give us a 50. Okay, I hope we are moving together. Again, we can find the summation of fx. Okay, we can find the summation of fx. So we need to add 45 plus 175 plus 420 plus 675 plus 420 plus 195 plus 150. Then we write the summation right here, summation of fx. Okay, so let's add. Make sure you have your calculator. Right, so once you do the calculations, you add starting from 45 plus 175 plus 420 plus 675 plus 440 plus 195 plus 150. This is the summation of fx, 2100. So let's now fill in this part. So for this part, it's saying fx squared. Okay, so x is squared, meaning that the x squared is this one. So you square this one, then you multiply with a 3 because it's fx squared. So f times the x squared. Okay, that's what you do. So you need to fill in. Okay, so you'll be adding also. Make sure you have a calculator with you. I might make a mistake as I'm doing the calculation. So 15 squared plus 3. Okay, this is what you'll be getting. So I'll get 228. So I'll write 228. So you do the same again. You come 25 squared times 7. Okay, once you do all the calculations, this is what you get right here. So remember what you are doing. We have fx squared. X, it's what? 3. X squared is a 15. So you square this one, then you multiply with this one. I think I've even made a mistake right here. So you need to cross check also. So we need to have 15 squared times 3. Yes, this will give us 675. So here is supposed to be 675. Now, upon doing this, find the summation of fx squared. Right here, we need to find the summation of fx squared. So we need to add all these values, okay? Starting from 675 plus this, this one, this one, this one, and this one. Then we write our answer right here. Okay, so that's what you are going to do. Right, so once you do all the calculations, once you add all those values, this is what you get. Okay, you get 98,250. Okay, so I hope it's clear. You need to find the summation right here. You add all these values which are here. You add them, and this is what you get. So from here, when you look at the formula for standard deviation, we have the mean. So we need to find the mean. Okay, so we are going to start with finding the mean. So how do we find the mean? Mean equal to summation of fx divided by summation of f. So this is grouped data formula. So summation of fx, okay, is this one right here, which is 2100 divided by summation of f is this one, which is a 50. So there's no need for you to panic there. Just divide 2100 divided by 50. So this is what you get. You get a 42. So this is the mean. Okay, so after finding the mean, you come to the formula again. You have summation of fx squared divided by summation of f. So that is what you should find. Okay, so here we now write summation of fx, okay, summation of fx squared divided by summation of f. So this is what you are finding. Okay, summation of fx squared is this value right here, which is 98,250 over, then summation of f is this 50 right here. Okay, so we just we need to divide. So we just say 98,250 divided by 50. So this is what you get, 1965. Okay, so now from here, what are we going to do? We now come back to our formula. We find the SD using this. We just put the square root now. So we are going to write, so this is very easy. So we are going to write standard deviation is equal to, okay, you have summation of fx squared divided by summation of f minus mean squared. So from here, we are going to do this, where there is this one, this is the one we have found this value. Okay, so I'm just going to substitute 1965 minus, then here where there is mean, we will put the mean, which is 42 squared. Okay, there's no need to panic here. So just get your calculator and you punch everything and you get your value. All right, so when you punch on your calculator, okay, when you punch on your calculator, you get something like this. Okay, you get something like this. So you just write 14 point. We can leave our answer correct to 3 significant figures. So this one will be rounded up by 7. So it will be 14.2. This is our standard deviation. Okay, so we have found our first question. So this was question A. So on your answer sheet there, you need to indicate that this that you have answered for is question A under question what? 11. Okay, so let us now answer our second question. So this is our answer for standard deviation, and you'll be able to get all the 6 marks. Okay, so let us now answer our second question. So this is our second question. Okay, question B. Answer this part of the question on a sheet of graph paper. So we need to use a graph paper. Okay, so we have this table right here. We have this table right here. So now for this table, we need to complete this table. Okay, that is the first thing. We need to complete this table, and this table should be, you have to copy this table on your graph paper. So on your graph paper, that's why you need to copy this table. So I've written it on my graph paper. It's here. Okay, it's right here. So how do I complete it? How do I complete this table? So to complete this table, we'll just be adding. Okay, so we'll be adding 22 plus 15. Okay, we'll be adding, so just add 22 plus 15, you get a 37. So here you put a 37. So I've added 22 plus this 15. Again, you get this 37. 37 plus this 8. So 37 plus 8. Okay, you get a 45. So 45 plus 3. Okay, you get 48. 48 plus 2, and this is the 50 you are seeing here. So you get 1 mark there for doing that. You get a 1 mark. Okay, so let us now look at so this is Roman numeral 1 under question B. You indicate nicely on your graph. So we now come to question Roman numeral 2. Okay, so using a scale of 2 cm to represent 10 marks on the x-axis. So this is the range 0 to 8. So we are using 2 cm. So this whole box from here to here is 2 cm. So we are using 10 units. So if I want to move from here, if I've got 10, 20, 30, 40, until we reach to 8, I'm going to the range, this range. That is in the x-axis. And 2 cm to represent 5 units on the y-axis from 0 to 50. So in the y-axis now, you have something like this. When you start from 0, you come to 5. So 5 units is passing. 5, okay, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, until you reach what? 50. Then in the x-axis, we are using 2 centimeter to represent 10 units. So from 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, up to what? 8, like this. So I hope this is clear. So we are using this same table to plot. So we can start plotting now. The first point is 10, 0. So 10, 0 is just on this point. This is where we are going to have 10, 0. Then the second one, we are going to have 20, 3. So in the x-axis, 20 is right here. Okay, this is where our 20 is. Now, since we are using 5 units here, so it means we'll be using 2 boxes, we'll count them as 1. So this will be 1, 2, okay, 3. Okay, this is where the point will be. I hope it's clear. This is where this point will be. Okay, the next we have this one. We have 30, 10. This is 30, 10. So in the x-axis, our 30 is right here. And where is our 10? So our 30 is right here. And our 10 is right here. So I'm just putting the dots. Okay. We go to the next one where we have 40, 22. So in the x-axis, our 40 is right here. Where is our 22? So from this 40, you come up, the 20 is right here. So the 22, it will be 21, 22. Remember what I've said, we are using 2 boxes to count 1 because it's 5 units in the y-axis. Then we come to the next one where we have 50, 37. So 50 in the x-axis is right here. The 50 is right here. Then where is the 37? We identify where our 30 is. As you can see, here we have our 35. So where is our 37? So 35, here we have 36. Okay, so 35, 36, 37. So this is where the point will be. Okay, next we have 60, 45. So where is our 60 in the x-axis? It's right here. Okay, so we just go along the same 60, then we identify where the 45 is. Okay, so this is where the 45 is, as you can see on this same point like this. I'm just putting the points. Then we have 70, 48. So I know if this is where my 60 is, okay, my 70 is right here, then 70, 48. So my 45 is right here, as you can see. We have 45 here. So 45, okay, we come to 70. This is where our 70 is. Let me show you. Our 70 is right here. Now just go up, okay, and the 45 is right here. So it's 48 now. So 40, 45. So here we have 46, 47, 48. This is where the point will be. Okay. Then the last one, you can see it's 80, 50. So my 80 is next this line. Okay. This is where our 80 is. Okay. Going up to 50. Okay. So the 50 is right here. So we have these points. So it's just a matter of connecting these points. Okay. Just connect these points nicely. Okay, so let me now connect the points. So you can connect the points, like this. Okay, nicely. We connect the points. I want you to see nicely. Okay. It connects the points nicely like this. Okay, so even come to 10. This is our answer. Okay, this is what you are going to get, as you can see. So just here, I didn't connect the points nicely. You need to connect your points nicely. So this is our answer. Okay, so you even indicate this question that is for question B2. Okay, This is our curve. As you can see, this is our curve. Nicely done. Okay, then from here we have answered this question 2. Let us just answer our question 3 right here. Showing your method clearly, use your graph to estimate the 70th percentile. So this is question 3. So for question 3, we are just going to answer it right here. So we are finding the 70th percentile. We should be use 70 over n over 100. So our n, okay, times n over 100 times, okay, the total. What's our total? It's a 50. This is a 50. So here we are going to say n presenting 70 over this 100 times 50. So here 1, here 2. So just divide 70 divided by 2. So you have 70 divided by 2. You get a 35. So this one gives us a 35. So this 35 now come to the y-axis. This is where our 35 is, right here. Okay, so our 35 is right here. I'll get a ruler, then I'll make some dotted lines. Okay, I'll make some dotted lines from here until I touch the what? Sorry, supposed to be 35. So don't make this mistake. Make sure that you are on 35. So this is where my 35 is. Okay, so the moment you touch the curve, you can even indicate, say, 70th percentile. Okay, 70th percentile. Then you can come down here. You can come down here. You can come down until you touch the down. Okay, just come down. Okay, just down until you reach here. Okay, so here 40, since there is 10, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48. So you can just say 48. So here our percentile now, we say our 70th percentile is equal to 48 what? Max. 48 max. This is our answer. So we have found our answer. Okay, this is how your graph should look. So we have come to the end of our short presentation. Thank you so much, everybody. This has been your presenter, Mr. Mrenga. Bye bye.